Trying to finish on a high note in this league, so see how it goes with life total control against Gigantha. So decent chance we're actually up against either Storm or Energy. Looks like Energy. Opponent to 15. We'll go back up to minimum 16 this turn. Either Amped Raptor or sure. It's an interesting choice of the one to kill. Static Prism. Yep. Suspender Bolt and Pass. I don't know if this is the best time to play Amped Raptor, but continue to go face here. Hope we draw. This is 9, this is 6. Two. I'll go back to 3. So any 1 damage spell if they don't draw either a copy of Flage or Goddess Souls might get us there next turn. Another Pride, sure. Not particularly relevant to this turn. And obviously they get more cats. And if they have Goddess Souls, then they're just in great shape. That is not exactly the draw we were looking for here. play it, somehow hope they have a bunch of 3 and 4 drops and don't draw a land or don't have a removal spell. Still think we're just dead on board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we block. Yep. Alright, I love playing against energy. Not force certain blaze in. Do we even board out in this situation? Don't even think we bring the fries in. I think those are more anti-frog tech. This hand is decent, if very painful. Fetch land will be decent here. Don't want a DRC here, I don't think. Probably go into 13 here to play a Johnny or who knows what else. Sure. Obviously miss the point of damage here, but it does make some of the removal, like Static Prison, considerably worse, so, or Flage. Yep, they're going to Flage us down to 16, or they're going to go back up 16, we'll go down to 12. Swift Spear. Put them to 2. Go to 1. Sure. Johnny. I guess. I feel like Tormod's Crypt's a trap. So we'll just go with what we got. Sand's fine. Yes, turn one Oslo. Nope, turn one Gasols. And definitely putting that on top. Possibly should have saved some of this. They got a bolt on top of their deck. Sure. Mm-hmm. Play the fetch land and pass. Basic. Huh. Go ahead and bolt wave their face. See if they have a sure on end step. They do. Goodbye, Johnny. Searing Blood's a bit trickier because you actually have to kill the target, unlike Searing Blaze, where you get the damage regardless. So, kept a card on top. Suspect this is going to be the one ring turn. Nope, just another Johnny. Okay. Sure. So if we draw another spell, another castable 1-mana spell, we at least get to kill them this turn. So Create a 2/1. If you control a red permanent other than a Johnny, deals damage equal to number of creatures you control. Chooses an artifact, creature, enchantment, a planeswalker, and sacrifices the rest. Alright, gotta hope to get a little lucky here. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Sure. Just a 6. All right. A shocking win. Haven't beaten Energy with Burn much in a while, so. All right, final match. Tempting hand, but one lander, we're just gonna mulligan. Guess on 6 we keep the one lander, put back maybe Riftbolt. DRC and pass. Okay. Heroic version of some kind. Go. Land would have been great. Create a 1/1 soldier token with haste. I kind of hope they trade there, but I doubt they will. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with that trade against an unknown opponent. So, Naya heroic of some kind. Alright. Target. It's moderately terrifying. Save attacks in case they have like a Titan strength or something for this guy. Okay. Alright, whenever you cast a spell. It's terrifying. That's kind of annoying. Mm-hmm. Oh, it gets rebound. Fun. Okay. That on top, leave this on the defense. They're drawing a land, so seven. Mm-hmm. It's 15 damage, got a block. So we're going to be 1 damage short. So what we're going to have to do is, we're going to have to do this. Hit them to 4. Hope for some reason they fetch on end step here. And they do not. Alright, so Searing Blood seems okay against them. Fry seems okay against them. These ones are a bit slow. Skull Crack's a bit middling. So what I'd rather have, Skull Crack, Skull, Rift Bolt. Guess we bring these back in. So I'd like to play first. This hand's almost ideal. Mm-hmm. Sure. Damn, Mutagenic Growth, we get blown out. Not playing around that though. And Searing Blaze. Not quite a turn 3 kill, but pretty close. think we go down the non-targeted stuff a little bit and just plan on treating them like a prowess deck and just kill every one of their creatures on site, you know, if we draw lands. Yeah, put this the barbarian whatever back. Go to 14, sure. Oh, it's kind of annoying, but it goes to 10. Might possibly, I mean, this is going to be a close game, depending on what all they got, so. So at minimum we'll have 3 card types in the yard, possibly 4. Because we'll have Rift Bolt, Lava Spike, sure. Favorite Hoplite's kind of annoying, but basically Swift Spear is just here on trump duty anyway, so. One of the difficulties with a heroic deck in this thing is how many creatures do you attack with, etc. I really do want them to attack so I can trump the Swift Spear or get another card type in the yard. So we'll force them to burn at least 1 spell. Gains labeling and indestructible. Fantastic. good as we can get. Sometimes you just gotta run hot a little bit with Burn, unfortunately. Sure. Let's go ahead and hit them with our best shot here first. Make sure this connects. They could have bolt or something. Should be a GG because we have more than threshold. Okay. Got there with a 3-2, nice. So I think the way to look at this league is, especially these last two matches where we beat, Boros Energy, which is the boogeyman of the format until the bannings on the 16th, which may have happened previous to this video being released. I'm not sure because I've been behind on some video releases lately. But I think Spike is right in some regards that Burn needs to evolve, it needs to get faster, and I think Slick Shot and Bolt Wave both help toward that end. DRC Bobble, certainly helps with the draws a little bit. There were some games, I think you would have to mulligan aggressively to the 2 lands. That's why sometimes I do struggle with the 18 land builds. Just, missing land drops is a problem. Granted, you don't want to draw a ton of them, but with 4 Barbarian Rings and 2 copies of Sunbaked Canyon, you have a lot to do with your lands in this deck. So I do wonder if you don't want to replace maybe even some of those, 2 of the Rift Bolts with, or Skewer the Critics with, 2 more lands, get your land base up to 20, just to make sure, get the 2 Sunbaked Canyons in here, and just make sure you never miss your land drops. But I can definitely get behind some of what Spike's got going on. The 4 Searing Blaze and 4 Searing Blood felt pretty reasonable against especially the creature decks. Fry, mainly you're here to kill Frog, but this is the slot that I kind of question the most. We could easily bring in against Energy as well. Although it does target Planeswalkers too, so it's not terrible against taking down Johnnies and such. 4 copies of Smash the Smithereens, obviously, Eldrazi, Trinisphere, Chalice, any type of random affinity deck out there, and then the 4 Tormod's Crypts helping against graveyard nonsense, helping against, Murktide, helping against Storm, helping against Living End. Pretty much everything with these 3 Fries feels like a pretty reasonable thing. Obviously, what choice do you make with these 6 slots? There's a 4 Skewer, 2 Rift Bolt, 4 Rift Bolt, 2 Skewer. Do you shave 2 of these to get back up to a 19th or a 20th land? There is some iterating here that could be done, and may need to iterate because Burn's not been well positioned in quite some time since MH3 came out, maybe a little bit before that. So Burn needed to evolve. Bolt Wave helps. Slick Shot certainly was in some of the versions like Poseidon and such was working on that was reasonable. So anyways, if you like grid-based content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hope to see you for our next video.